Sorry guys, we are late. We had a great meeting. We are having a phenomenal show. We have Al, Marc Summers, I think we have Erica and Sam on the show. Very exciting. Yes, oh, put this in. So Jeff, just so you guys know, everyone's been writing Tori, where's Jeff? First of all, just because I'm his best friend doesn't know I know where he is at all times. Second of all, I do know where he is. He wrote me a million times. He is in Los Angeles and he is with NSYNC. They got their star on the Walk of Fame. Jeff was the only reporter to get an interview with the group. The only reporter to get an interview with NSYNC. I've never been prouder of him. At the same time, he was wearing a collar that was too big. I mercilessly mocked him. He hit back. There was a lot of touch and go there, but it's so exciting to have that NSYNC. Right, he's going to be back tomorrow for that interview. Lance was there. Justin Timberlake was there. All the main guys. Joey Fatone was there. Who's the guy with the AJ?
That's a Backstreet Boy.
Lance we know, but who's this guy?
I don't know. I think that was a Backstreet Boy, wasn't it?
I think so. Was there not an AJ? I clearly don't. There seemed to have been an AJ, right? I'm not sure.
Backstreet Boy.
All right, but I thought there was an AJ.
Yeah, right.
How about them Avengers? Congrats to NSYNC, says Cheryl Hannah. What's up? Reggie York, people should do what they think is fair and right as long as I know. USA is still a free country. A lot of you guys are writing in about Tom Brokaw. If you're new to this story, Tom Brokaw was accused of one woman saying he forcibly groped her and tried to kiss her. Many women today have come forward, including Rachel Maddow. You have Maria Shriver. You have Andrea Martin. Strong females in the industry saying this has never happened to us. And we had a really interesting discussion about, is that fair or is that not fair? And guess what? We have to wrap up, so I guess you'll never know. Is that fair or is that not fair? Let us know whatever you think. I'm out. Today on Daily Blast Live, powerful women are showing strong support for Tom Brokaw and his harassment allegations. Do their words change your mind about him? Plus, NSYNC FIBA, the hot boy band, finally gets their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and Daily Blast Live is there. And soap opera sweethearts Bill and Susan Hayes let us in on their secret to everlasting love.
You might as frequently as is absolutely possible.
Yeah. Daily Blast Live starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. Happy Monday, everybody.
It's a good Monday.
It's a great Monday.
Yes.
I hope everybody had a great weekend.
I did. Lots of fun.
I'm glad you made it about you, Al. I'm just kidding.
You said everybody been an answer for the group?
I meant DBL Nation. It's okay, Al.
You were looking at me.
All right, well, we do have a very special guest co-host all week long. Marc Summers is here.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Of course, there he is.
That was me.
Remember him as the host of the hit show Double Dare. That's you.
Looks like my son now. My
That's
God.
you. It's so great having you with us all week. Let's dive right into it because we do have some breaking news as we speak. We're going to go right to digital producer Brett Forrest with news at the moment. Brett.
A CNN investigation found over 100 Uber drivers in the U.S. have been accused of sexually assaulting or abusing their passengers over the last 4 years. At least 31 drivers have been convicted for crimes ranging from forcible touching and false imprisonment to rape. These drivers have been arrested, are wanted by police, or are named in civil suits related to those incidents. The company's CEO issued a statement saying cracking down on sexual assault is a new priority for the ride-sharing app. There are an estimated 2 million Uber drivers in the U.S.
A new priority? Shouldn't that have been a priority from day one?
Do they screen these folks who drive the cars? I don't know how that works because I think you can just fill out an application and put that.
Yeah, your car's got to be like less than 5 years old or something like that.
Apparently they do screen once, but now they just updated their laws and their regulations that they will screen yearly.
Yeah.
As before it was one time only.
One time only.
I'm wondering, one, if this is worldwide, and two, the fact that there are 2 million drivers driving Uber, and not to say that this 100, clearly it's 100
It's in the U.S. 100 in the U.S.
Right, it's in the U.S.
But we have what, like 1.3 million drivers in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Driving for Uber. So, I mean, I'm not not okay with the idea
just saying
that
it's a
there's
numbers
even
game.
one. But I do think that that is a risk that people take. I still would rather do that than get in a cab any day.
Why?
Because I feel like at least there's a tracking mechanism to know what car I got into. If something were to happen, people would know where the last place I was because it would be on record. Where like when you get into, we just took it for granted that when we got in a cab, like no one even knew where we were.
Right.
But I wonder about the insurance thing. I know we're kind of going off topic a little bit, but cab drivers have to have insurance because of the state law. But if you get in an accident in an Uber, who do you sue?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know.
I just wonder, what do we do? You know, we can't expect, like, I mean, Uber, you know, Airbnb, you know, all these things, these are people's homes, these are people's cars. And if you find yourself incapacitated in somebody's house, I mean, or somebody's car, unfortunately, it's a horrible act. But I mean, I think that there is a risk that this could happen.
Nope, I don't agree with that
I'm not saying that it should. I'm saying you're getting in the back of a stranger's car. A lot of people are doing it after they've had so many drinks that they deem themselves not able to drive. I've done that many times. Men can be assaulted just like women can. And it is a risky run when you are incapacitated. Let's say it wasn't a car. Let's say you passed out in an alley behind a bar. I mean, you're putting yourself at risk when I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a fact. You put yourself at risk when you're incapacitated. You have your phone stolen, your wallet stolen. It happens.
Look at the look on your face.
How about don't sexually assault people?
Yeah, well, that's assumed that we don't want that to happen.
To other stories.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We can continue the conversation in the break, and please, DBL Nation, chime in. More than 60 female NBC employees are defending Tom Brokaw right now. A number of very high-profile women have signed a letter supporting the legendary NBC News anchor following accusations of sexual harassment by 2 women. Among those who signed are Mika Brzezinski, Rachel Maddow, Andrea Mitchell, and Maria Shriver, all very popular, very powerful women. The letter states in part, quote, Tom has treated each of us with fairness and respect. He has given each of us opportunities for advancement and championed our successes throughout our careers. And Megyn Kelly has a warning for the women defending Brokaw. Listen to what she said on her NBC show today.
And the truth is, you don't know what you don't know. And that's not to in any way impugn Tom, who I love and who's been so good to me. What happens behind closed doors, we saw it at Fox News. You know, these women came out, and I remember sitting there thinking, you're wrong. It happened to me. I think letters like that can be dicey. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I have an issue with this. It was kind of like when Donna Karan first came out and defended Harvey Weinstein. It was very, very early in what was breaking for the Me Too movement with Harvey Weinstein. And she immediately had to come back and retract the defending her friend. I mean, there are a lot of people who would be in that situation. Imagine if Oprah and Meryl Streep came to Harvey Weinstein's defense because that's not the man that they knew.
Russell Simmons was in Oprah's book. Russell Simmons was.
Exactly. And the idea that what Megyn Kelly is saying is that you weren't there, so you really can't speak to the matter that is being spoken about. And I think that that's a very fair and safe assessment to make.
You can't discount what this lady has accused Tom Brokaw of, but also I think we're in a scary point where everybody's guilty until proven innocent now. And this man has had a tremendous career. I don't know what happened 30 years ago. That's a whole other issue. What was going on back then was maybe more acceptable. I don't think it was right, but therefore, you know, now why are we making all these accusations and maybe ruining a career that was 50 years old? And I know the career should come second, but it's gotten kind of out of control in so many different ways.
Well, you said, because you're friends with Ryan Seacrest.
I am.
And the incident that happened with him,
yes,
and the fact that there was an investigation done and no one else came out. So it's kind of subsided at this point. We're not talking about it.
But has it,
so
Erica, because they shunned him on the red carpet, or they were trying to?
Yeah, nobody would
One
go.
person accused him, and then it was this big thing. Ryan Seacrest, who was propped up the E! channel.
Yes.
Like,
he
now all of a
wasn't
sudden,
allowed to interview people on the red carpet.
No, it's not that he wasn't allowed. They would not, the publicists
Exactly.
would not stop overseeing.
Right. There's a lot of power with an accusation. One finger, and I say you did this, and you did it, and that's going to affect a 10 or 20 year spotless career. That's a lot. That we need to really investigate this. And if that happened to me, I would hope that one of my friends stepped up for me. He's like, I know Al. He's not going to do this.
It's a tricky lay of the land, and I think DBL Nation, chime in on this and let us know where you think. But it's a gray area right now, and a court of public opinion is so fierce. I think we all need to be aware of that. But it's hard to have an answer. It's hard to have an answer. So
do you defend your friend? You know, I mentioned during one of the breaks that I sent Ryan an email that said, you know, sorry you're going through this. I hope you're all right. You know, let me know if I can do anything. You know, I've known him since he's 19 years old. I'm not going to say, oh, the heck with him.
But yeah, Erica, I completely understand what you're saying, though.
All right, moving on and switching gears. We need some levity here. NSYNC fever has taken over Hollywood.
Yeah, it has.
Look at them, you guys. Check out all these fans hoping to get a glimpse of the 90s boy band. I'm sure Jeff Schroeder's somewhere in there. They finally got their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. And of course, yep, Jeff Schroeder is in there. Here he is to give you the inside scoop.
What's up, guys? I'm out here in Hollywood on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. NSYNC is about to get their star. Right there, we're waiting for the boys to come out. This crowd is insane. Back to the TRL days. Wow. All right, guys, watch Daily Blast Live tomorrow and watch all the interviews. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, Jeff. Here's Jeff. Look at you guys. There's Jeff with NSYNC's brand new star. And in honor of this momentous day, we wanted to highlight our favorite songs, okay? So here are I Want You Back, Just Got Paid, and Bye, Bye, Bye. Watch. And guess what? Jeff will be back here tomorrow. Okay, DBL Nation, you know he's a huge boy band, NSYNC fan. He'll be back here to give you all the deets. So stay tuned for that.
You notice Al and I were just sitting there.
I just can't.
First, you know what this is?
Yes. I know what all that is.
He said I know. He said I'm aware of it.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. By the way, I have zero interest in it, but I'm aware of it.
Al, will you do
so
one?
great.
I can't.
Just
You
go
can't
bye,
ruin
bye,
this for
bye.
us.
This is only for my buddy Jeff. I love you. Ain't no lie. Bye. My hand feels dirty now.
No, it shouldn't.
Okay, you and I will have a discussion during the break.
I'm sorry, I let you down, Mark.
You
I
lost
know.
all your cred with it. We are live. A star-studded trailer was just released, and Tori Shulman has your first look coming in hot. Tori, give us a bye, bye, bye.
Al, I'm bye, 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 bye. I'm so proud of you, Al.
Thank you.
All right, the movie is Book Club, and it stars a few people you may have heard of: Mary Steenburgen, Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, and Candice Bergen. Things change when the group decides to read 50 Shades of Grey. Check it out.
We We're four smart, successful women. I don't need a man.
I would like to introduce you to Christian Grey.
This is for mature audiences. Certainly sounds like us.
Oh, wow.
Slim?
My, oh, my.
What's it been, 40 years?
That's impossible. That would mean I was only 6.
Do you even remember your last date? We're talking Nixon era.
Pretty sure he knows you're in here.
Wow, it looks like it's 50 Shades of Great. Book Club comes to theaters May 18th. Back to you, Sam.
I read all the books. Looking forward to the movie. Ebony Steele, what's coming up on DBL?
Well, soap opera royalty joins us right here on Daily Blast Live. Bill and Susan Hayes have been married for decades. They reveal their secret to a life of love. Plus, giddy up, country fans. Kenny Chesney is coming out with a new album, and we've got all the details. But first, Al Jackson's hilarious take on trending viral videos. Need a laugh? Of course you do. It's Monday. Al Sounds Off is next.
Erica. And he's very sweet. Hi. We're going to be introducing you to the Backstreet Boys. Just so you guys know, Jeff got the only interview, yes, the only interview from NSYNC of any interviewer because he knows Lance and Lance loves Big Brother. So thankfully,
let me tell you, the boys of NSYNC have been known to be very picky.
It's true
About who gets the interview, when and where. I remember being a young DJ.
I was gonna say,
in
did
Chicago,
you ever have one?
And Kiss FM, and I actually interviewed Lance, but we went backstage to interview the group, and like each station got like one or two of them, and like of course it was a big scramble, and I ended up interviewing Lance, who was super sweet and awesome, but it was like, yeah, and some of the stations didn't even go.
So our own Jeff Schroeder, I'm so proud of him. I've been texting him all day. He's very proud of himself. Unhappy with the outfit, but when is Jeff not unhappy with his own outfit? He's very picky about that.
Well, in his defense, the wardrobe stylist stayed here.
And did you see the collar?
Yes, we also
It
saw
wasn't
the collar.
a good. It wasn't good. He was very upset. So I did want to bring up more of a serious topic to you guys. Sorry about that. Kathy Rowland said, I was attacked by an Uber driver while 100% sober. Does any of you know anyone else? Do any of you know anyone that was attacked by Uber?
No, but I read the accounts. You know, many of them were publicized.
They're strangers.
Yes.
You're in a car.
Your mother tells you don't get to a car.
Right, and then now we're picking up people
Again,
in cars.
you sacrifice a little of that because it's super convenient.
But I liked what Erica said. I find cabs more daunting than Uber because there is no way to trace.
What's the difference? To
Well,
me,
I guess there's electronically I can find which Uber, what license plate.
I find a cab safer. I don't know
really?
I don't know if it's the psychology of having that glass or plastic barrier, or if it's the fact that I'm not in their own personal vehicle. I feel like you're more comfortable in your own personal
Also, they know where you live.
You can get the royal tour with a cab.
You mean they could take you around?
Like in Vegas when it costs like $75
to
to get to your hotel.
Yeah.
So let us know, cabs, you guys,
they
or
do.
Uber,
Oh, yeah.
or Lyft, what makes you feel more comfortable? Thanks, guys. It's time for Al Sounds Off. When Al Jackson goes off on the wildest stories he can find, I'm going to be Jeff today.
Okay.
So you're Al. I'll be Jeff.
All right.
All right.
You look much better than Jeff.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Last night on Naked and Afraid, a man affectionately known as Duck goes headfirst into a warthog hole looking for food. Enjoy this, Al.
Only way to get animals, just get in there with them. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Bones in here. Oh my God, that goes way back in there.
Oh my God.
Crap. Ah, here's something.
What the duck was that? Let's hope that's not the only thing coming out of that hole, Tori.
I knew you were going to.
But best case scenario, no more tan lines. Well done, Duck.
Very nice,
All right,
Duck.
that should be his Christmas card. Let's go to the next one.
Christmas card. Merry Christmas. All right, these grilling golfers are heating up the barbecue and the internet with this viral video. What do you think, Al?
Tori, I want to hate on it, but that's kind of cool. I mean, it's efficient. Wait till he discovers meatballs. It'll work much better. You know, he said 4, but he was just that's how many burgers he wanted.
That's his order.
But this is my homie. He's good on the grills and the greens. My kind of dude. Well done, brother.
Very
Let's
nice.
go to the last one.
All right, Al, I can only describe this viral video with 4 words. Tiny hands, big makeup. Check it out.
I can describe this as really, really, really bad idea. I think that was one extra word.
It was.
But you know what? I mean, wait till she figures out when she uses her real hands, it's much easier.
It's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, but you know what? I think maybe we should try it.
Should we try it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Should we high five?
All right, let's high five.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Wait, Al, how come yours isn't brown? That's like a tiny bit racist,
Yeah.
right?
What's up with that?
What's up with that? Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at this moment.
Fans won't have to wait much longer to hear new Kenny Chesney music. The country superstar just announced his album is coming out this summer. Songs for the Saints is a 12-track record all about the major changes in his life, like the impact Hurricane Irma had on the Virgin Islands, where he lives during part of the year. He found inspiration from the courage of the people who survived the storm. Chesney's album comes out July 27th.
That's incredible. He makes it not about himself and touring. He makes it about the people and what they've had to endure.
Which is why we should go and support on June 30th at Mile High Stadium.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's a great show.
Please tell everyone, is that's where he's going to be?
Yeah, well, in Denver, yeah, June 30th.
All right.
Yeah, it's a tour out. They go to different cities. Jeez. Daily Blast Live is all the
Wait a minute. He did that for you.
I know.
And
See how
then you
quickly
treat
they
him
forget.
like
Thank
that?
you,
You
Mark.
better
I have
believe
somebody
it,
that's got my back on this path.
You better believe it. Oh, hey, Ebony, what's coming up?
I'd love to tell you, Sam, because Mariah Carey is back and better than ever. We'll tell you all about the Butterflies' return to the stage. And you know them from Days of Our Lives. Bill and Susan Hayes are on Daily Blast Live with advice on life and love. That's next.
Start your day the DBL way. Go to our website or Facebook page and subscribe to our free morning newsletter, The Breakfast Blast. It's delivered right to your inbox and it gives you the latest headlines. Subscribe now and be in the know before your first cup of joe.
So Sophie Sam, I have a problem. That's her middle
Yeah, you're about to. Oh, what my hair back and forth. So, guys, I'm asking you.
Yes.
Oh my God, the boo boo. I love that. Cute. Is that Zara?
Well, show everybody.
Show everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
My
Sophie,
lunch
guys.
kid.
Look at
She
chickadee.
Can you turn the light up on your phone?
That's what Mark always says.
Yes.
I like it dim. Anywho,
I kinda do too.
she took her first steps today, and I was not there for it, so that's cool.
This is what a working mama has to deal with. We are doing a trending article about the weirdest foods you guys have ever eaten in a movie theater. In a movie? Have you ever snuck in something like a fajita or something like very weird in a movie theater? Erica, you?
Hannibal.
In a movie theater, the weirdest thing you've ever brought in to eat or drink.
Oh, I had a gyro. True story.
Aren't they called gyros?
It is called a gyro. But yeah,
We're
my
calling it
girlfriend's
gyro
family owns a Greek restaurant, and she'll be like, "Give me a gyro with barbecue sauce."
I can't think of anything. You know what I hate though?
Don't say no yet.
Oh yeah, gyro, American cheese, barbecue sauce.
Erica, he just said, I hate the fact that people bring food on the plane.
What did you bring when you
that
were a
one time?
fitness model?
Oh,
And
please. There we go.
That's disgusting.
broccoli. Asparagus.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice. I needed
She was a
No,
fitness
you had a
model.
choice.
Yeah, you had a choice.
I also walked 26.3 miles. What's a marathon?
26.1.
Okay, I walked that thing
Two,
from
excuse
Avon,
me.
and I was dieting, so I had to freeze it all and then let it defrost.
You are the worst plane traveler ever.
What about his?
Worst movie theater food
No,
you've ever
what
had.
about the plane food?
Or plane food.
He said he hates people that brings food in a plane.
Oh, Mark, you gotta hear this. I was taking an international flight because I hosted a show on the BBC.
This is
And
Australia?
and I bought a banh mi sandwich, you know, pork
I know.
belly. And
Pork belly.
and you know, because I always fall asleep and miss a meal on an international flight, and then you're done. So I always have a backup sandwich. And I get the sandwich, and I'm hearing them call my gate, and I'm walking, and I'm like, I look down, I thought I stepped in like a baby diaper. I'm like, did I step in? And I'm like, what is that? I'm like, what is this smell? I get to open the bag. This sandwich smell.
Did it hurt you when it opened it?
I threw it in the trash. Oh yeah. And like people walk about the trash can like, what is
That would have
that?
ruined the plane. That would have
Oh,
ruined.
yeah.
Hit us up, guys.
Welcome back to DBL. On today's edition of Chatting with the Stars, soap opera legends Bill Hayes and Susan Seaforth Hayes. I had a chance to talk with them earlier, and you're not going to believe what they do to keep their nearly 50-year marriage fresh. Take a look.
You know them as Doug and Julie Williams from Days of Our Lives. The two met on the show in 1970, fell in love and married, in real life too. like sand through the hourglass.
So are the days of our lives.
Bill and Susan Hayes, thank you so much for joining us at Daily Blast Live, and congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, you two have played the characters of Doug and Julie Williams on Days of Our Lives for nearly 50 years. So what does this mean to you?
Oh, well, it was our life. That kind of means a lot. The thing about being on a long run in show business, it's so unexpected. You know, usually you get a contract and there's kind of a pink slip at the end of it that says the play will close. It becomes ephemera and a memory.
Days of Our Lives does not stop.
It just keeps on trucking.
And we are thrilled to be a lifetime of Days of Our Lives.
We had a good time before we got to Days, and then we began to have a great time.
Now, you two met and fell in love on set. How have you been able to keep things so fresh, living and working together for as long as you have?
We were very fresh in 1970 and surprisingly fresh in 2018.
Our characters married in 1976.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly right.
And it's been fabulous the whole time.
You're just absolute icons. You two are one of the first super couples, but you've made it last. What would be your best advice to make it as a successful power couple?
Well, you might begin by being nice to each other.
That's good.
Courteous, please and thank you. You might say, I love you, and if you make a mistake, you might say, I'm sorry.
That's good, too.
You might make love as frequently as is absolutely possible.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
You should kiss first thing in the morning and the last thing at night.
That's the best.
Marry the right person in the first place. Never look at your mate and say, well, this is a decent first husband. I'm moving up. No.
Clearly, because I'm looking at you, Bill, and listening to you, and you're agreeing with everything she's saying, which may be the first rule of a successful marriage.
Yes, dear. Have you thought of that?
You can be right, or you can be happy.
So yes, dear goes a long way.
We'll have the second part of that interview on Wednesday, and you don't want to miss it. They are absolutely adorable.
They are couple goals.
They are.
We were just talking about nostalgia with Double Dare coming back, thank God, so excited. And when you hear that music, I think the success of soap operas is it's nothing really changes in a soap opera.
It's true.
So everything from like Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives that I remember from my childhood, I can still watch it, and it somehow feels like I'm still watching it from my childhood.
Yeah, because you're there with your mom and your grandma, and it has good feelings, good memories, and all that kind of good stuff. I didn't know there were that many soaps left on the air, because for a period of time, they were canceling them.
Yeah, they were kind of dying out a little, it seemed like.
Still got Y&R, Days of Our Lives, and GH, I believe.
Hey, no abbreviations.
General Hospital.
Okay, there we go.
Young and the Restless. Attention, Mariah fans. Speaking of which, I've got some good Mariah memories. The legendary singer announced some big news today, Tor.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that's my intro? Okay, good. And then a hero comes along. Mimi is back. Mariah Carey just announced her new Las Vegas residency. The show is called The Butterfly Returns, and it opens at Caesars Palace on July 5th. We hope she'll perform all our favorite Mariah classics like Heartbreaker, Fantasy, and Touch My Body. Take a look. Ooh, tickets go on sale this Friday, and if you buy my tickets, you'll always be my baby, and we'll linger on.
Oh
my.
Wow. That's DBL Theater.
I know. That's what happens when the camera stays on you for an extra Mississippi.
I guess so.
They were like, oh no, this is
I like that. I was wondering why Brooke was wearing sunglasses. Okay. As we go to break.
It is Monday.
Yes.
You know, she likes to tie it on. Just kidding.
Wow. As we go to break, check out some of the exciting things we've got planned coming up in May.
The biggest events in May are on Daily Blast Live.
Surprise!
Complete coverage of the royal wedding.
Royal Watch 2018.
NSYNC's Hollywood Walk of Fame dedication.
I'm so
excited.
Al Jackson speaks at the TM Landry graduation.
I'll be there.
And so much more.
We're just kicking the mud off the tires.
Don't miss a day in May on Daily Blast Live.
Oh, Brooke, that was
I just want to say this. Everyone, Brooke is not an alcoholic. Monday through Thursday afternoon.
All right, we're moving on. I need to tell you guys something. Not one of them knew the song "Always Be My Baby." Did you know it?
I knew the "Always Be My Baby." I didn't know "And We'll Linger On."
That's the famous part.
Can we talk about the songs without singing them?
What's that? What?
So can we talk about the songs without singing them?
That makes it boring.
Well, have you heard the singing that's going on right next to my ears?
Right now, I'm a good singer.
Honey, I hear you.
So, what Mariah Carey song is your favorite? You guys are writing in about
Mariah song.
Got it.
Ooh, so Mariah Carey song, favorite Mariah Carey song.
Mariah song.
Oh wait, how does it go?
They can say anything they want to say. They try to break me down, but I will not allow anyone to perceive hanging clouds over me. Okay?
Whoa.
Hey now.
Marc Summers, we have
that was pretty prolific.
That's
Why
Mariah
did she say
Carey?
it like that?
I don't know.
Favorite Mariah
No, but
Carey?
I heard she's working on a tribute to Nick Cannon, so I'm very curious to see that. Thank you so
Cannon
much.
tribute.
There you go.
What is your favorite Mariah song?
Mine would be the one with ODB. Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Hey Mariah, we go down like babies and pacifiers.
That was all you got? Okay.
This is why white people should never rap.
Mark just told us why white people should never be like, I know this ODB song. It's one line that I know.
What's your favorite Mariah?
I like, and then a hero comes along.
See, I'm going to shake it up and say this Christmas.
Now, Jeff would have said that too. All I want for Christmas is you.
It's not this Christmas. It's all I want for Christmas.
All I want for Christmas this Christmas is you.
All I want for Christmas.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Well, because
nailed it.
I am right, and you are
I
wrong.
will agree to be wrong.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sure. What do you got?
Oh, well, I put together one funny moment.
You did?
guys know I sure did. I worked in the control room.
Oh.
Take a look.
Easy for you to say.
Ain't no lie. my hand feels dirty now.
No, it shouldn't.
You and I will have